Taking customer food and beverage order. Essentially, there are 4 methods of taking food and beverage order from customers. Meron tayo ditong triplicate, duplicate, service with order, and pre-ordered. So, yung una is triplicate. The food order is recorded into 3 copies and each copy is pare-parehas sila ng serial number. Kasi iisang customer lang naman yung 3 copies na yan. So, bakit ba siya 3 copies? Una, yung unang copies is mapupunta sa supply point which is yung sa kitchen and is handed by the aboyer. So, yung aboyer is sila yung kitchen staff. Kumbaga sila yung announcer sa loob ng kitchen who shout outs the order. Then yung second copy is mapupunta sa cashier. Sila naman yung gumagawa or nagme-make out ng customer's bill. Then yung third copy naman is mapupunta sa server. May iwan siya sa server para meron silang references during the service. So kaya siya tinawag na triplicate. So, next is duplicate. So, it means 2 copies naman siya. The first copy goes to the supply point which is in the kitchen for collecting the dishes. And yung second copy naman is used by the waiter as means of reference during the service and for making the bill at the end of the service. So, ganun lang yung duplicate. So, pangatlo is service with order. Dito naman, customer is served and payment received according to the order. So, usually, ginagamit siya sa mga bar service, sa mga fast food joint, takeaways, or sa cafeteria. So, ito, para lang siyang pag-order natin sa mga fast food chain. Diba? Kunyari, pag nag-order tayo, nalalaman na natin agad yung bill natin, and then magbabayad na tayo, and marireceive na natin yung order natin. Kumbaga dito is, bago mo pa matikman yung in-order mo is, bayad ka na. So, wala ka na ibang intindihin kundi kumain. Unlike sa triplicate and duplicate na after mo pa kumain is tsaka mo lang malalaman kung magkano yung bill mo. So, last is yung pre-order. Pag sinabi nating pre-order, mostly paid in advance. So, bago pa natin sila makuha, is need muna natin siyang bayaran. For example, sa mga room service breakfast, di ba kapag nagbubook tayo sa hotel, di ba nagbabayad muna tayo bago natin ma-avail yung binook natin or yung kasamang breakfast nun, di ba? Syempre kapag nakabook tayo is kanibukasan pa natin siya magagamit or makukuha. And para rin siyang requesting to buy. For example, sa event, nagpagawa ka nagpa-book ka ng event sa araw na to. Syempre para magawa nila yung event na yon, kailangan mo munang magbayad or i-order yung mga kailangan mong materials and product para maayos nila sa araw na yun yung event na pinapagawa mo. Ganun yung pre-ordered. So, next is the electronic system for order taking and communication to food production and bar areas. So, ito yung mga tools na ginagamit sa pagkuha ng orders and to have a communication sa mga food production and bar area. So, yung una is yung handheld ordering pad. It is designed to give a waiter more flexibility in the restaurant. So, ginagamit to para hindi na pumunta sa counter yung mga customer to take the order. Sa mismong waiter na sila mag-order. Then, sa mga yayamaning restaurant naman, syempre, sa panahon ngayon is malawak na yung technology. So, gumagamit na sila ng mga mobile system para ma-direct na sa kitchen yung mga order. So, parang ganun din siya. Parang handheld ordering pad. Pero mobile nga lang siya. Parang siyang phone. Tapos may gamit lang sila na parang stick pang touch sa screen na yon. Then, yung order nila is diretso na sa kitchen. Katabi niya is the kitchen printer. It is normally used in the kitchen or bar type environment for your kitchen staff to pick up the orders. So, ito yung ginagamit sa pagkuha ng receipt order. So, dito pumapasok lahat ng sinisend ng waiter na order galing sa ating customers. They also have a bar printer. And ito, alam ko familiar kayo dito. Ang tawag dyan sa baba is yung POS touchscreen with bill and receipt printer. Ito ay lagi nating nakikita every time na kumakain tayo sa mga fast food restaurant. Ito yung ginagamit nila pagkuha ng order, yung na tinatouch-touch na lang, then diretso na sa receipt. 'Di ba usually nakikita natin siya sa mga fast food like Jollibee and McDo. Ayan siya. Last, yung nakikita nyo computer set dyan, that is a black office management tool. So, itong computer set na ito is dito naka-indicate lahat about sa business nila. For example, dyan nakalagay yung mga stock controls, mga inventories, mga sales analysis, yung mga reservation system, mga ganon. Kumbaga, lahat ng about sa business nila, sa mga sales, inventories is dyan sa system na yan or sa tool na yan nakalagay lahat. So, next is triplicate checking method. So, sabi ko nga kanina, it consists of 3 copies and usually ginagamit siya in the majority of medium and large first class establishment. So, to ensure efficient control, the server must fill in the following information. So, dapat yung check is naka-indicate dito yung table number ng customers. Then, kasama na din yung number of covers at syempre yung date kung kailan sila pumunta sa restaurant nyo and signature ng nag-assist or ng kumuha ng order ng customers. Sabi din dito na ang triplicate, it is written from top to bottom of the food check. Where only a table domino is in operation, the customer would initially only order for their first and main course. So, sa first check, doon naka-indicate yung first order or main course na in-order ng customers. Then, kapag na-set na yung price charge ng menu, is papasok na siya sa food check and circled. Then, yung second food check naman is written out for the sweet course. This being taken after the main course is finished. Then, yung third check naman will be completed if any beverage such as coffee or tea are required. So, next is the food check. So, ito, nasabi ko na rin to kanina, na yung first copy nga ng food order is mapupunta sa kitchen and is handed to the aboyer at the hot plates. Then, yung second copy is goes to the cashier who makes out the customer's bills. And the third copy is retained by the waiter at his or her workstation for reference. And kapag merong any check or bills na na-cancel, dapat meron siyang signature of either head writers or ng supervisor nila. Assured check and bills which have alteration made on them. Duplicate checking method. So, na-discuss ko naman kanina kung ano ba yung duplicate method. And it consists of 2 copies. Then, usually, nakikita siya sa mga smaller hotels, sa mga popular price restaurant, sa mga department store catering. And it generally used where a table domino is in operation and sometimes is very limited lang yung a la carte menu nila. Then, yung duplicate method is act as a customer's bill and the waiter must ensure that everything ordered and received is listed on the duplicate copy charge and paid for the conclusion of the meal. Next is special check. So, itong special check is ginagamit ito if may ibang request yung customers or meron silang gustong palitan sa order nila or mali yung na-receive nilang order and gusto nila tong ipabago or kung gusto nilang magpa-add sa kanilang order. So, ginagamit ng special check. So, for certain instances, it is necessary to write out a special check. So, yung first example natin, where it is necessary to write out more than one food check for a meal. For instance, where a sweet check is written out after the first and main course has been cleared, and the head of the check should be written the words suivan, which mean follow on, and show that one check has already been written out of the particular table. So, sa nakikita nyo nga sa gilid, ang nakalagay dyan is follow on. Itong special check na to is ginagamit ito kapag ito yung meron kang kasunod na order. For example, 'di ba, natapos mo na yung main course na order mo. So, yung kasunod na order mo, which is yung sweet course, ito yung special check na ginagamit, which is, ang nakalagay is follow on. Parang meron kang to follow na order. This example is when an extra portion of food is required because insufficient has been sent from the kitchen. A special check must be written out headed supplement. So, in this example naman, itong check na to is ginagamit kapag kulang yung na-receive mong orders. So kunyari, nag-order ka ng a bowl of noodles. Tapos, ang onti ng sabaw. Then, pwede mo siyang gamitin yung check na to na nakalagay is supplement para pwede ka nilang ulit bigyan or i-add sa order mo or dagdagan nila yung order mo. Pero it depends sa establishment if bibigyan ka nila ng charge or hindi na. Pero usually, wala na siyang charge. So, next example is where a wrong dish has been ordered and has to be sent back to the kitchen and replaced. A special check must again be made out. If the service being carried out is from an a la carte menu, then the price of the two dishes concerned must be shown. Two main headings are used on the special check: retour or return, and the name of the dish going back to the kitchen, and in place or in its place, and the name of the new dish to be served. So, in this example naman, itong special check na to is ginagamit kapag mali yung natanggap mong order. Kunyari, nag-order ka ng grilled chicken, pero yung natanggap mo is fried chicken. So, pwede mo siyang ipabalik. So, yung nakalagay sa check niya is kapag return, nakalagay yung kung ano yung ibabalik mo, which is yung fried chicken. Then, in place naman, is kung ano yung order mo dapat, which is yung grilled chicken. So, ganun lang yung special check na to. So, next example is it occasionally happen that the waiter may have an accident in the room and perhaps some vegetable are dropped. This must be replaced without any extra charge to the customers. So, for example lang kunyari, nag-order ka ng ice cream, then merong 2 cherry sa ibabaw niya. Then, nung sinerve na sa'yo ng waiter, is biglang nalaglag yung 2 cherry. So, pwede mong gamitin tong check na to as an accident para palitan nila yung 2 nalaglag na cherry. Then, usually, this accident is have no charge naman sa establishment. And pwede nilang palitan yun kasi accident naman siya. So, ganun. Example lang. So, next, other checking method. So, una, menu order and customer's bill. So, dito, sa iisang bill is magkakasama na kung ano ba yung order ng customers, kung ilan yung quantity ng order nila, and yung price niya. So, as you can see sa picture below is magkakasama na lahat sa iisang bill. So, next is single order sheet. So, is usually ginagamit siya sa mga cafe, quick turnover restaurants, and sa mga department store. So, usually, yung menu nila is limited lang. This system may have order sheet printed with the menu. After taking the order from the guest, itatawag na ito verbally ng waiter over the hot plate. Then, kapag nag-request ng bill yung customer, the waiter prices the order sheet and hand over to them as a bill. Then, bago sila umalis, yung guest, they will submit that bill to the cashier and pay the amount. Then, the cashier retain that bill for control purpose. So, next, customer self-complete order. So, this method usually found in bar operation. So, this is a modern trend na hinahayaan nila na yung guest na ang kumuha or nag-a-ask sila na yung guest na yung mag-take ng food and beverage na kanilang o-orderin. And yung staff na yung bahalang mag-concentrate sa service of food and beverage and sa payment. Next is taking order for beverage service. So, sa pag-take ng orders for beverage, merong 4 na dapat tandaan to ensure na una, dapat tama yung wine or other drinks na isi-serve sa tamang table nito. Then, dapat yung service rendered is naka-charge to the correct bill. Then, yung pangatlo is lahat ng records ng wines and other drinks na issued from the bar is dapat naka-keep siya. And then last, the management should assess the sale over a financial period and make comparison. Then usually ginagamit sa pagkuha ng order for beverage is duplicate check pad. The color of the check pad may be pink or white but is generally pink or some other color to distinguish it from a food check. So sa pag-order ng beverage, merong ginagamit sila na 2 check pad with different colors. Kapag white kasi, yung check pad nila, it means food yung in order. But kapag pink or other color, kung anumang trip ng bar na yon or ng restaurant na yon is, it means, beverage yung in-order ng customer. So this act is an aid to the cashier and the control and the account department in differentiating quickly between food and drink check. So, dito, kaya daw nila to ginagawa is para mas madaling ma-identify ng cashier kung food ba or beverage ba yung in-order ng customers. Pag naka-order na ng wine or ng beverage, it is written in duplicate. So, the wine service staff must remember to fill in the 4 item of information required. So, itong 4 na to, dapat ito yung makikitang information sa check for customer. So, next is taking children's order. Staff should pay special attention when taking orders for children. So, staff needs to be aware of, una is the availability and choice of children's meal. So, dito, ano ba yung pwede nilang kainin or orderin? Then, next, what the children's meal consists of. So, dito naman, kung ano ba yung mga nakapaloob sa meal nila. Kung, for example, spaghetti with chicken ba, spaghetti with sandwich, spaghetti with hot dog, tapos may kasama pang chicken, ganon. Then, next is portion size. So, dito naman yung sukat or yung dami ng pagkain na dapat nila maubos. So, dapat nating isipin yun. Kasi, syempre, kapag masyadong marami, baka hindi nila maubos. Kapag sobrang onti naman, baka mabitin sila. Or kapag sobrang lalaki ng chicken, baka hindi nila makagat or hindi rin nila maubos. Then, next, the cost per head. So, magkano ba yung meal per head sa mga bata? Then, next, the needs to make a special note of any specific request. So, dito, i-consider natin yung request ng mga bata. Then, next, the needs to serve young, small children first, as they often become agitated when everyone else has been served and their meal is still to come. So, dito naman is need nating unahin yung mga bata. Kasi minsan is nagiging balisa sila or nagtitingin-tingin sila sa paligid na bakit yung iba meron ng pagkain, bakit yung iba na iserve na yung food nila, yung food ko asaan na, yung ganun ba. Then next is the importance of not overfilling cups, bowls, and glasses. Yes, important ito na hindi dapat puno yung mga cups na ibibigay natin sa mga bata. Kasi syempre alam naman natin yung mga bata is malilikot. Syempre pag hawak na yan, hawak nila yan. Pwedeng matapunan or maybe mahirapan silang buhatin yung glass kasi nga mabigat and puno. Then next, need to always ensure children's plate are warm rather than hot to avoid mishap. So yes, isipin din natin na dapat warm lang lahat ng gagamitin ng plates and utensils ng mga bata. Kasi syempre sila is sensitive yan. Kapag nakaramdam lang ng konting init is, alam mo na, yung bang, mainit, ganyan, ganun. So, para maiwasan na lang din natin yung problema. Then next is providing children with the establishment giveaways in order to keep them occupied. So, bigyan natin sila ng pagkakaabalahan habang naghihintay sila ng order and para na rin bumalik-balik sila sa atin. Para naman syempre, 'di ba? Habang naghihintay sila, hindi sila maging mabalisa or mabagot or mainggit sa mga katabi nilang customer na kumakain na. So, bigyan natin sila ng pagkakaabalahan. So, last is customer with additional needs. So, customer with additional needs may require particular attention. These are customers who may be hearing impaired, blind, or partially sighted. So, in these instances, kailangan natin i-consider. So, una, where applicable, when taking the order, face the customer so they see you full face. So, dapat humarap ka sa kanila para mas makita kanila ng malinaw and ng buo. So, next, speak normally but distinctly. So, dapat daw malinaw. Normal pero malinaw yung pagkakasalita mo. Then, next, keep description to a minimum. So, ito, para mas madali kayong magkaintindihan, wala nang paligoy-ligoy, dapat on point, huwag mo nang daanin sa mga maraming sabi-sabi. So, bigay mo na agad yung word na dapat para mas maintindihan ka. Then next, indicate precisely any modifier that are available with a specific dish. So dito, yun yung dapat daw maging precise para mas ma-identify nila yung dish. Yung magbigay ka ng isang, kumbaga isa dish, isang word para dyan, alam na nila yon na yun yung order na dish na yon. Yung ganun ba? Basta maging precise ka lang kapag identify ng dish na yon. Then last is read back the order given for confirmation. Syempre, kapag nag-order ka, kailangan talagang sa dulo is basahin mo yung mga in-order nila to make sure na tama yung order nila sa pagkakaintindi mo.